Hi, good Monday. I have a story for you today. It's about a carpenter and a general contractor. Basically, when you build a house, you usually hire a general contractor and he oversees the whole operation. He coordinates everything with the excavation and the plumbing and the electrical and the carpenter himself. So usually the carpenter himself will do all the framing. They'll do the roof structure. A lot of times they'll do, the shingles, the roof, the siding, and a lot of times they'll install the kitchen cabinets usually and put up trim work. Anyway, the story goes, the carpenter was ready to retire, so he approached his boss, the general contractor, and said, "Hey, I'm ready to retire. I've worked a lot of good years, and I'm ready to relax a little bit more and kick back." And the general contractor said, "Hey, I'm all about you retiring. You've done a great job for me over the years, and I just want you to build me one more house. Could you just build me one more house?" And the carpenter said, "Oh, okay, I'll build one more house." And so the carpenter started building this house, and you could tell pretty soon his heart really wasn't into it. He didn't do really that good a job on a lot of things. He used a lot of materials that were inferior, and he cut a lot of corners to try to rush through this project. And he just didn't do his best work. And so he did get it done, and he met with the general contractor, and the general contractor paid him, and then basically handed him the keys to the house and said, "Hey, this house is my gift to you for all your years of service, and I just want to give you this house." So obviously the carpenter was shocked. He just couldn't believe that he'd been working on this house for half a year, and it was his own house, and then he instantly had regrets, and he was like, "Oh man, if I would have known that I was working on my own house, I sure would have done a lot better job, and I probably would have used some better materials and not cut some corners, and done a lot higher quality work." And so it's kind of like that with our lives. Every day we are working on that house, man. Every day we're driving a nail, we're putting together a piece of our life, and at the end, you want to look back and say, "Man, I did a good job. I built a good house to live in." And, you're going to have setbacks and some days that just, obviously don't go good. You might have years that don't go good. And, but you got to keep trying, and you got to keep trying to make yourself better. And, life is kind of a do-it-yourself project. And, nobody can force you to build that awesome house to live in. You have to make that choice yourself, and I think that's what this story is about. Is that every day you get up and you say, "Hey, I'm gonna do a really good job today," and that's the moral of the story there. So this story really goes out to my seniors. You've built your house in through your really 13 years of schooling, and now you're getting ready to build a whole nother level of your house. And I wish you a very good luck with your future. And that's it. Have a great Monday.